Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about a problem based on synthesis of a 4-bar mechanism by path generation technique. Okay, let's see the question. Design a 4-link mechanism to coordinate the following three positions of a coupler point. The positions are given with respect to coordinate axis r alpha, r alpha, r alpha. Using path generation technique, angular displacements are given with respect to input one another. Okay, let's come back later. Let us assume this is a fixed link of the 4-bar we want to synthesize. Okay, this is a rough diagram. No measurements are taken into account. This is just for explaining the situation. Okay, 4-bar mechanism may be like this it is, and they told there is a coupler point. What do you mean by coupler point? We'll come to that. See here, E1, this point is there. This point E1 is called coupler point. There is a reason for it to be called as coupler point. Let us discuss that. Before going to that, let's refresh our memories. This thing is called fixed link. This bottommost thing is called fixed link for a 4-bar. This link is called fixed link. This is called driving crank. Whatever it is, there is driving crank. This is driven crank. Or maybe if you'll reverse this system, like if you see from the back, it will be like driving and driven. So both are called cranks only, not specifically driving and driven. But for time being, let's say this is the input link. Input link is also called as driving crank. This is output link. This is called driven crank. This input link, let us name the points also. This is A, B, C, D. This is the first position of the 4-bar. Let's see how it will move. Like when we rotate this, when this is rotated, this crank is rotated, this will shift like this, somewhat like this. It's not accurate because this length will not be changing. Okay, this length and this length is same, and all the lines, similar lines, are of same length. Just because for approximation I have not taken exact lengths, so bear with it. And now where is the E2 E point? E is called coupler link. I said we will come back to the reason why it's called coupler link. Okay, let's see that this is called fixed this is fixed link. This is input link, input crank, or driving crank, whatever. And this is driven crank or output crank or output link, whatever. This is called coupler. Coupler is something which connects two cranks, two rotating cranks, or oscillating, or one rotating and one oscillating crank to another in a 4-bar mechanism. This is called coupler. BC, we have named this A, B, C, D, right? This is A, B, C, D, and this is E. This BC is called coupler link. If you notice, whenever this is moving, this E1 point is at same position with respect to coupler. You can assume this way. If you sit on this coupler and keep staring at E1, and even if these cranks are moving and all, you won't see E1 moving. Why? Because this structure, this is a structure, BEC triangle is a structure. Degrees of freedom is 0. So this angle, and this angle, they are fixed. Whatever might the input link will be making angle, and output angle is making, this is fixed. This triangle is fixed like a rigid body. If you keep completely filled triangle also, there won't be any change in position. So E1 is at a constant distance. E1 is a point which is stationary with respect to coupler length. So this point is called coupler point. So let's see the question again. We are given positions of coupler point at 3 different positions. So this is E1, let's say call it as E1, E2, E3. There are polar coordinates. Okay, now let's see the understand the question. We'll come back to the values later. Now this crank is rotated a bit. Where will the E2 go? E2 will go here. This is E2, the second position of E. If we call this as A1, D1, B1, C1, A, B, C, D. This is fixed. This is also fixed. So A, B1, C1, D. A, B2, C2, D. Again, if we rotate further, A, B3, C3, D. And this is E3. What are we given? There is origin somewhere here. Not here only, it can be anywhere, here also, anywhere. It depends on how we take this point. So we have given origin. From origin the distances E3, E2, E1 are given and inclinations are given. So let us see how to work out, how to find, how to synthesize 4-bar mechanism from that given data. For your convenience, I have taken a parallelogram like shape for a 4-bar so that you can easily visualize the things, and it's easy for me also to draw and all. Let's say this is the link, this is the 4-bar, this is the coupler point E1. It is at first position. Now what we will do is we will rotate it by some angle. What will be that angle? We will see. This angle is called theta 12. This may be called as theta 12. What is theta 12 again? The angular position of second input link with respect to first position. Again, what is theta 12? The angular position of second input link in the second position with respect to first position, theta 2 with respect to 1. So this angle is theta 12. Again, if we further rotate, E2 will go to here, E will go to E3, and this angle is called theta 13. That means angular position of 3 with respect to 1. Okay. Now we have understood the question, what is given and all. Okay, we are given R1 alpha 1, R2 alpha 2, R3 alpha 3. From this we will directly get coordinates of E1, E2, E3. We are given theta 12 and theta 13. We are given theta 12 and theta 13. Angles are given. So what do we know now? We know E1, we know E2, we know theta 12, we know E3, we know theta 13. So we know these all the parameters, but we are not given this distance, crank length, nothing is given to us. So how are we going to do this? We are given from origin E1, E2, E3 is given. So for that we have to think a little bit in another way. Now you see this, if we keep this crank fixed, how will it move? Like okay, this crank is there, first position. Instead of this fixed link being fixed, if we fix the input link, how it will move? Like this, it will move like this. This is also 4-bar. Okay. Now to imagine that you have to sit on this. you have to sit on this crank and see, it will move like this. So to assume that, to imagine that, we have to rotate this. If we rotate this crank about this point, whole structure without changing any angles, if we rotate it, we will get another positions. Now this crank is fixed. Now you have rotated the white position by some angle. What is that angle? Theta 1 2, we know that, but we will come to it later. You have rotated it. Now it has overlapped. Now this position, the new coupler point position, let's call it E2 dash. Similarly, the third position also you have rotated by theta 1 3 angle. Now new position is called theta E3 dash. So E2 is rotated by theta 1 2. Why? We have rotated only this link. Why are you saying that this link also is rotated by the same angle? Yes, there is a geometry involved in this. So consider this triangle. This triangle A, this B2 E2, A B2 E2 triangle is this. If you this triangle, we are not disturbing any other angles. So if you rotate this link by some 30 degrees, suppose 30 degrees, if you rotate this, A E2 will also be rotated by 30 degrees. So this E2 dash is also 30 degrees. I mean theta 1 2 degrees. Theta 1 2 angle is theta 1 2. Similarly, E3 dash, this angle is theta 1 3. Understand? So we now we have changed the problem completely. Now we can find this B2 point. Actually we don't know B2 point, we know E1 E2 E3, these positions we know this theta 1 2 angle, this theta 1 3 angle. So what we will do first, in our graph, we will first draw E1, plot E1 E2 E3 points, and we will choose a point, fixed link, a point we will choose, and we will draw lines E1 E2 E3, we will draw lines, and we will rotate E2 by theta 1 2, E3 by theta 1 3. So we will get this point, this point, this point in our problem. In our problem only we will get the points. So after getting points, why do we need these points like this? There is a reason. See, this point is B1 E1, B2 E2, B3 E3, B2 E2 dash, B3 E3 dash. If you notice, this is length of this link, length of this link. It is same everywhere, so it will be like equidistant from all these points. So we will use this phenomena, this geometry, to find B1 in our problem. We will discuss it while doing the problems. Just to give why we are going to do that, I have talked about this much. Otherwise it won't be this late. The problem solving is very simple if you once understand it. Please continue watching.